Unmute it. Cool. I think we should be good to go.
You're the cameraman and you're the announcer? I won't say anything to you then.
Okay. Just make sure it's charitable, right? Mountain Select versus Highland Hills. Looks live. Sweet. 3 people watching already. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are from the Ice Center at Promenade Ice Rink, Rink 1, for the first game of the Mountain Select in the Silver Sticks Tournament, which is a pretty big deal tournament around here. Actually, it's nationwide. If you do well on the Silver Sticks, like I think in the CCM, you can actually go and play the next level up somewhere, probably in Minnesota. Going to be some tough competition again today. This Highland Hill program is high-end. Got a bunch of good players, a bunch of kids in their program. So it'll be a good test for the Mountain Select group coming into this tournament. They played well in the CCM tournament 2 weeks ago. If you were tuning in, they ended up losing 2, tying 1, and winning 1, but got into the playoffs and comported themselves well. They lost to 2 of the biggest programs in the state in that game, in that tournament. And we'll see how they do today. I think a couple of things. I believe I heard that Zach Lauerman is not here today, so they'll probably end up playing with 5D drop-in style and keep the forward lines consistent-ish. Also, last week at practice, Coach Slava switched a couple players forward to defense, so David Moore Burnett is playing forward. Huh? How about now, Gretchen? Excellent. So it looks like we're going to start out with so we have Dylan Bankert, Desi Brenner on left wing, and Kai Riegler on right wing. Defensive will be Sawyer and looks like Gavin over there on the far defense. Sawyer gets the puck up to the blue line. Not quite out. Nicely chipped out by Guy ahead to Dylan Bankert. Bankert with good speed. He gets pulled down on the center ice. Brenner with a shot attempt. Oh, doesn't quite get it off. Stick on the puck right before he's about to shoot. Kept in by Gavin. He chips it down low. Riegler is after it. He gets it, puts it out in front. Oh, for Bankert, who gets some decent wood on it, but so did the defenseman at the same time. So the puck is deflected wider than that. Stays in the Highland Hills zone. Good forecheck by this group of forwards. Puck is still down low. Bankert has it. He's looking up. Goes across, gets it out to Brenner, who is at center ice, but it's poked off of his stick. Nice work here by Gavin. Gavin's coming into the zone. He's got some space, looking for a shot opportunity. Hit the shin pad, unfortunately. Trying to shoot past the defender's shin pads. Puck goes deep into the Select zone. Select couldn't quite get it out. They're in the process of a little bit of a confusion on the change. Fortunately, we're not called for too many men on the ice. Player takes a shot, long shot from the blue line towards Hamilton, who's there with the glove. Gets a whistle. Lines get straightened out. I forgot to mention that part too. Today's starting goalie will be Bennett Hamilton. And the next group is Cipriani on one wing. That's deflected onto Hamilton. He forces it into the corner. So Popek, Vito Cipriani, and David Mora, our group. Another shot towards the net, but Hamilton basket catches for another whistle. So the Summit wings are staying together. We got Cipriani and Popek, and David Mora from Steamboat is between them. Tucker Murray and other defender probably is Gus, but I can't quite tell. Good breakout here by this group. Cipriani going down the left wing. Tries to get around his player. He does. He's trying to get it towards the center. Puts it right out in front. The puck's in the crease, bouncing around. Goalie gets a glove on it. Nice work there by Cipriani to get around his defender and just dump it into the blue paint. David Moore Burnett had crashed the goalie and was standing there, but he couldn't quite get good on it because he was wrapped up by a couple defenders. Another good scoring opportunity for this Mountain Select program. Looking like a pretty good start. See if it keeps going. And this line includes probably a couple Dylans. I think we have Garvey and Weinreich playing together. Not sure who's centering him. Hamilton just freezes that one as the player was forechecking him. So he made the right move and just covered it for a whistle. Face off down in the Select zone to Hamilton's right. Puck is won laterally over to the side, goes in deep. Jaguars player is there to pick it up. He tries to put it into the high slot, but fortunately for Select, nobody was there. Player keeps it in at the blue line. Knocked down nicely by Weinreich. Puck is bouncing around the blue line. Player pushes it back into the Select zone. Sawyer is after it. She goes D to D. Puck is deflected forward, comes out to the blue line. Blue line shot. That is deflected up over Hamilton's shoulder, but fortunately wide of the net. Puck is coming out of the zone. Nicely caught there by Garvey. Garvey gets it over to Weinreich. Weinreich chugging down the right wing. Gets there at the same time as the defender. Garvey heads off for a change. Weinreich heads off for a change. Forward line is changing full bore. Gavin keeps the puck in at the blue line. Brenner almost gets the puck down low to Kai Riegler, but play is intersected, comes back out, back into the zone by Riegler. Riegler goes to his forehand, gets a shot off, just hits a skate and deflected towards the goalie. He covers it with his glove. Nice work there by this group again. Puck is in the Jaguar zone. Banker takes the face off, goes deep behind the goal line. Jaguar player chips it up. Puck is coming up the near boards. Race for the puck. Kinghorn gets back, swats at it. Still goes into the corner. Puck comes out front. Picked up by a smoking along Kai Riegler, I believe. No, that's not Riegler. Shot coming from a bad angle. Goalie makes a good save there. Oh, that was Gus out of the defensive position. Sorry about that. Took me a second. Tucker has it. Goes up the wing. Gets it up to Riegler. Riegler forward to Banker. Banker's in the zone. Looking for a shot. Gets it across to Brenner. Brenner has the puck. Defender closes on him just in time to prevent the shot getting off. That was a nice attempt by Brenner. Banker has the puck. Circling in the zone. Goes diagonally over to Brenner. Brenner with a shot. That gets deflected up into the air. Bouncing around. Oh! Banker with an attempt to swat that out of the air. Bouncing puck. Couldn't quite hit it. Nice defense by Tucker Murray there again. Here comes Banker coming up the right wing. He's got one to beat. Gets a shot. Oh, good pass across. Just bounces over Riegler's stick. Riegler whiffs on the return pass. Wins the puck. Banker. Nice move there, but unfortunately just a little too far ahead. Kept in by Popek. Popek sends it down low for Riegler to get. Mid-change for this group as well. Riegler gets knocked down. Gets the puck over towards the crease, and the goalie creases it with the glove. Good pressure by the Select program. Score still 0-0, 7-16 left in the first period. Puck is in the Jaguar zone. Maura Burnett wins it forward. Popek's battling for it. Comes up the near side, kept in nicely by Sawyer. She puts it down low. David Maura Burnett hard on the forecheck there. Wins the puck, not quite clean possession yet. Jaguar player forces it forward. Kept in the zone. Popek leans on the defender who gives him a good elbow. He sends it across, looking for Cipriani coming down the slot, but here comes the Jaguars player. Looks like he might get a shot off towards Hamilton. He does. Oh, all that pressure by Select. And it ends up in the back of their own net. Guy comes down on Sawyer. Sawyer's containing him. He shoots between their legs, and I think it might have hit a stick and went up over Hamilton's shoulder into the top corner of the net. That's a tough one for the Select program. They had by far the majority of the chances, and then suddenly it's in the back of their own net on one good shot. Hamilton will not be pleased about that, but I will say in defense, I do think it hit a stick and was deflected up. So Select's got to make sure they keep their feet moving. What comes across? There we go, kept out of the way. That was in the slot for a second there. Here comes Weinreich going up the left wing, puts it out in front, hits a couple of skates, bounces behind the net. Weinreich puts it out in front, gets it out to Funky. Funky with a shot towards the net. That hits a skate and goes into the corner. Puck goes deep behind the Jaguars' goal again. Player chips it up off the boards. Good pinch on the blue line there by Funky. Kept in. Puck's on the boards. Comes away with it. Weinreich just about gets it out in front. This time it is cleared by the Jaguars. Funky turns and beats the player back. Tucker Murray is there. Oh, it comes off his stick. Player's coming in. Another player with a shot opportunity. That was dangerous. Bad turnover right there in the slot. Led to two shot opportunities for the Jaguars. Fortunately, neither one of them was able to get a shot off very cleanly. Good breakout on the far side. Comes across to the near side. Sorry about that. Tucker Murray goes behind his own net and gets it. Sends it forward to Brenner. Brenner gets to the puck. He chips it ahead. Keeps it going. Now he's in there. He's in the zone. He's got two players going with him. He gets a shot off. Just smokes it over the top of the crossbar. Looking for the far corner. Good opportunity there for Select. Brenner's got a heck of a shot. Unfortunately, it was just not quite on target. Puck goes all the way across the Select defensive zone towards Hamilton. He's there with the basket catch again. Definitely tough momentum swing there in favor of the Jaguars with that goal on their second shot on net. Looks like the scorekeeper is not keeping shots on goal, but I think that the Select program has been out shooting the Jaguars pretty effectively. The important part, of course, is the outscoring part. Anyway, face-off is in the select zone. Comes out to the blue line. Player couldn't keep it in. Brenner gets there. He looks up, goes up the boards to Riegler. Riegler chips it past, doesn't quite chip it past his player, but Brenner follows up. He gets the puck forward, still going forward. This time it's sent back into the select zone. Nolan goes back to get it. Nolan and Kinghorn are the defenders now. Nolan sends it up far side, just out of Banker's reach. Shot towards the net. Nolan gets it, sends it up the boards. Intercepted by the Jaguars player. Banker goes back. He has it behind the goal line. Two players gang up on him. Nolan steps in to even up the numbers. Squirts out. Nice work by Kinghorn to send it up the boards. But again, the Jaguars are starting to find their legs. It's going to be it goes over to the far side. Man on the blue line, looking for a shot opportunity. Skating in, shoots it on the ice. Hamilton makes the save and covers the puck for a whistle. Gave that player too much time. Face-off is going to be down in the select zone to Hamilton's left. Back out there with David Moore line, Cipriani and Popek. Forward up to Popek. Popek's at the red line. He's got one to beat. Goes to his forehand. Looks for a shot. Goalie makes the save. Nora was running down to try to get the rebound, but there was no rebound. Sawyer and Nolan on defense. Puck is won back. Kicked over to Cipriani. Cipriani has it almost poked off his stick, and then he gets pushed into the boards. They go down. Maura Burnett comes up with it, gets it out front to Popek. Popek, goes over the goalie's shoulder, and it just ticked off the top of the crossbar. Comes out to Funky. Funky tries to go across to Sawyer, but he kind of double pumps on the pass and gets picked off. Sawyer sends it up the boards, but unfortunately it is kept in. Here comes Sawyer, has the puck. She's the first one out of the zone with the puck. Gets to the red line, gets to the blue line. She's skating down the outside. Makes a nice stop move, shot on net. Not quite the rebound that Cipriani was hoping for. Goalie did a good job of controlling the rebound and not letting it come out to Cipriani, who was standing there in the slot. Popek with a shot towards the net. Goalie is there. Rebound attempt in the net. Outstanding. Tucker Murray from his defensive position. He overlapped with Popek. And Popek makes a stop move on the near boards. And he rushes the net. Popek recognizes what's going on, so he gets a shot off. Goalie's unable to control the rebound, drops it at his feet. And Tucker Murray is the first one there, having read the play extremely well. And he just chops it into the net through the goalie's legs. 1-1 now. 2:59 left in the first period. The score is 1-1. Face-off comes to center ice. Jaguars win it forward, but this time Airholtz has it. Nope, now here comes the Jaguars coming out of the zone with some speed. A whole bunch of players are back for select. Chip it out of the zone. Players coming through the center ice. 1-on-4, looking to get a shot off. I think he might be the guy who scored their first goal. Another Jaguar player gets a shot off from near the far hash marks, and Hamilton is there once again with the glove for a faceoff. All right, 1-1. Feeling better about it. That was some good work by that group. Faceoff is to Hamilton's left. Comes out to the blue line. Player shovels a backhand down low. Battle at the half boards. Puck is still not controlled by anybody. Goes around behind to Murray. Murray sends it along to Asher. Asher's centering pass is intercepted. At the blue line, player shovels a backhand down low. Jaguar player sends it up the near boards. Asher once again goes off the boards. Good job there. Weinreich goes to pinch the boards, the puck off on the boards. It gets sent in offsides. Both teams will probably get a 5-man change. They do. And the face-off should be just outside the select zone right here at our feet. Nope, back to center ice. Banker, Riegler, and Brenner are the forwards. Banker gets the puck forward. Doesn't quite get through there, but Brenner was following up on him. Almost had the puck for a second. Whereas the puck is in center ice. Nice play by Brenner. He sends it forward to Riegler. Riegler tried to do the little dipsy doodle around the player, but he had his stick on the ice and knocked it down. Brenner does a good job of back checking the man in the center ice, knocks down the pass. Gavin Kinghorn playing hard on the boards against two players. Comes up to Brenner. Brenner pokes it forward, but he gets pinched off. Hamilton with a little soft pad save there. That was a little deceiving, but he made the save. Puck gets knocked down nicely by Sawyer. Good job. Trying to put it out front again, the Jaguars are. Shovels it towards the crease. Gets the banker. He steams out of the zone. Pushes the puck forward just ahead of himself, too far. Puck is sent back down in the select zone. Sawyer has it. Goes across to Kinghorn. Kinghorn looks up. Gets a nice, good pass choice there. Banker was curling, so the player didn't have to go off the board. Banker's heading down the left wing. He's got Riegler heading towards the net. Read well by the defense. They knocked that one down, but here comes Brenner with a shot. Oh! Nice pass. Looking Brenner. Who's that? Sorry, that was Popek with a nice pass across the crease onto, I think, Cipriani's stick, but Cipriani was unable to push it in. Oh, another chance across the crease to Riegler. Riegler with two chances in low, but he couldn't get clean wood on either one. Banker with a shot towards the net, gets deflected wide by the defender. Turning pass shot there by Popek. Goalie keeps it out, comes out to the blue line. Kept in again, this time by Funky. Gus is there, sends it down deep. Riegler sends it over to Popek. Popek battles for it. Comes out to the blue line. Couldn't quite be kept in by Tucker Murray. He circles back to neutral ice for a regroup. Goes up to Popek, who circled at the blue line. Popek runs out of time. All right, good period of hockey, folks. Fun to watch. I feel like, as I was saying, Select's had a little bit better opportunities, but the score, of course, is 1-1. And I'm going to mute for a second so we can chat amongst ourselves. We'll be back soon. All right, period number 2, 12-minute periods. I had 15 plugged in there. Face-off comes to center ice, 1-1 again. Maura Burnett wins the face-off back, gets over to Nolan. Nolan goes, nice move there. Player had read his possible bounce pass. Good pass across diagonally to Popek. Popek sends it down deep. Cipriani is the first one there. Rize at the blue line sends it back down to Cipriani. Comes out to Rize again. He skates across the blue line just when he was looking to push the puck onto the net. Player lifted his stick, good time in there. Kinghorn gets the pass across to Popek. Popek's got some space. He tops, turns. Oh, good save by the goalie. Popek's got a good shot, particularly from that range, but goalie got just enough of a stick and block around that. Puck is sent forward. No icing, going to go deep into the select zone. Nolan gets there at the same time as the player, but the player comes up with the puck. He sends it out in front. That's knocked down. Now he's skating behind, sends it out again. Bounces up in the air, shot towards Hamilton. Hamilton is there with the save. Good positioning. Puck made it all the way down low. Player had it in the low slot. He turned and swung at it, but Hamilton was in the right position, and it just hit him right in the goalie, as I like to call it. Swallows it up for a face-off to his left. Looking like the Dillon's line. Got Garvey and Weinreich. Weinreich battling hard, sends it down low for Gus. Goes D to D over to Sawyer. Sawyer sends it just out of the reach of the winger on that side. Puck is sent ahead. It's going to be icing, I believe. No, icing is waved off. Player goes behind his own net with the pass. Garvey gets there with his speed. Puck is coming up the boards. Funky pinches, but he knows he's got Sawyer behind him. Player pushes it far down in the select zone. Sawyer with a nice reverse move behind, but she... Here we go. Puck's coming out of the zone. Here comes Asen. I always want to call it Asher. Asher comes down to the zone, goes for a change. Puck goes across the Jaguar zone. Player overskates it. Now he's looking up, he's coming through neutral ice. Gets it ahead to his winger, gets to the blue line, goes back across. Wiegler is there to pick it up. He comes out of the zone, sends it forward, gets past a couple guys. Going to get a shot here, bad angle. Oh, whiffs on the shot. Oof. I think he was looking top corner and it just dribbled off the toe of his stick. Now the puck has come back out. Tucker Murray has it, goes across to Funky. Sends it up to Banker. Banker's coming down. Player gets a stick on it, bounces up to the air. Banker retrieves. Oh, just a nice pass across the crease. This time it hits the stick and gets deflected up. Puck is down low. Wiegler goes after it. Gets a good stick on the poke check. Player reverses behind his own net, sends it up the boards to his winger. Winger's coming up. There's a nice move to get past Brenner, but Bankert is there to pick it up. Bankert's forced down the outside. Brenner has it. Gets a shot off towards the goalie. On the goalie covers. It's no whistle yet. No whistle. Shot coming. Still bouncing around. This time the goalie covers. Oh! Good opportunities there by Select. That puck was just bouncing around in front of the goalie. He played tough. I think it was Bankert was standing there. He couldn't get the puck over it. It came out to the blue line. Gavin picked it up and got a nice wrister off. Goalie stopped that and then was finally able to cover it for a whistle. All right, more Burnett line out there. Jaguars win it. Go back behind. Comes up the boards. I think they're adjusting the breakout just a little bit. The Jaguars are getting out of the zone with a little bit more efficacy in this period than they were in the first. Puck goes D to D over to Sawyer. She sends it ahead. Just gets through. Nice pass there. Here goes Vita Cipriani coming up the left side. Just gets met there at the blue line, but he continues to work on the puck, sends it across the ice. Oh, puck is bouncing around in the slot. Murray could get good wood on it. Tucker Murray's coming back. He's got one on him. He spins and sends it back up to Vito. Vito heads down. Player tries to pinch him off with his knee. Vito gets around him. Stick is tied up. Puck comes up. Nolan has it. He sends it down low. Vito heads back after it. He's looking for Popek out front. Has two players on him. Vito goes down. Burnett sends it right out front. Where's the puck? Goalie makes a great save. Popek comes wheeling out from behind the net, picks up the bouncing puck. He's moving laterally and tries to shove it through the 5-hole. Goalie squeezes it shut.
It right here. I got the clock. It's supposed to be 10 minutes and 12. We're about a minute off.
Bonus playing time. Face-off will be in the Jaguar zone. Weinrich, Garvey, and Asher. That was a nice shot from the blue line that was tipped up, I think, by Garvey past the goalie, but just over the net too. Garvey working hard, Weinreich working hard. Puck's right here. Weinreich comes away with it. He sends it up. Going to be a shot. Oh! Gets it right on to Moore's stick, and Moore gets a good shot off. Goalie with a good save. Goes into the corner. Puck is in the near side, dancing around. You guys are looking good together. Goalie's playing well. I think they just need to keep shooting is what they need. Another chance. This one gets deflected wide. Puck is in the near corner. Jaguar player comes away with it. Starting to get a partial line change by the Select team. Brenner was out on the ice. Tucker Murray has it. Makes a nice move. He gains the blue line. He's onside. Good job by Asher to pay attention there. Puts the puck forward to... puck's out front. Backhand chance by Brenner. Gets knocked down by the goalie. That was a discombobulated bunch of play there, but ended up being a good scoring opportunity for Brenner. All right, the teams will now get their lines straightened out. So we're going to be out there with the Banker, Brenner, and Asher lines. Kinghorn and Nolan on defense. Puck is won back by Banker. Goes out to the blue line. Nolan makes a move. Couldn't quite get the puck down low. Puck comes out. Gavin Kinghorn has it, gets to the blue line and sends it down low. Dylan Banker goes over to try to win that puck. Brenner comes up with it, tries to send it over to Banker, but just missed him. Riegler working hard. Puck comes bouncing around behind the net. Couple funny bounces there that were looking like it might work out for the select team, but it did not quite. Here comes one of their better players carrying the puck out of the zone, but he gets stripped by Brenner. Brenner gets to the blue line. Going to get off one of his wrist shots, but he can't. Sends it towards the net. Had Banker heading down the slot, but the puck didn't quite get to him. Brenner not letting it be. They send it out hard. Kinghorn's there at the blue line. Gets a shot towards Banker, but it gets just deflected and was just out of the reach of Brenner. Player gets ahead of everybody. He's going down. Puck bounces off of his stick and gets up on edge and rolls down. Kinghorn goes to his knees to knock down the pass. Brenner is there. He turns. He's got a little time and space, but the player catches up with him. Gets out to the blue line. Player is looking for a shot. Good job by Kinghorn to knock that off the player's stick. Oh, I don't like this at all. There we go. Puck is picked up by Select coming up the near side. That would be Kinghorn coming down the left wing. Sends it across to Banker. Banker shot opportunity. Oh! Kinghorn just didn't quite make it out all the way in front. It bounced off the backboards coming out to the red line, the goal line. It just didn't quite make it far enough for Kinghorn to get a shot at an open net. Cipriani's open on the far wing. Sawyer doesn't quite see him. She's got speed. She's rumbling and tumbling through there. Gets shot off, but it goes wide. Goes off the backboards. Cipriani is there. Sends it out in front. There is the goal. Cipriani and Popek connecting again. These guys have been playing wings on opposite sides of the ice for a long time. Cipriani throwing his big body around, wins that puck down low. He knows that Popek's going to be there. He gets it right on his stick, and Popek is able to send it through the goalie's 5-hole before the goalie can get it down and knock that down. So it's 2-1 now in favor of Select. Here comes Popek coming up through center ice, got some good speed, gets to the blue line, stops, goes across. He was thinking that Tucker was going to go deep, but in fact Tucker had curled across the blue line, so it's behind him. No, Cipriani, I'm sorry. Tucker has it, sends it up to Popek. Popek chips it forward, not quite out, wins the puck back. Now he's looking up to Cipriani. Player read that and read it well, intercepted that. He gets it across, puck's bouncing around. Hamilton is there. Nice work. Bennett, way to come out and challenge that bouncing puck. Back on Popek's stick, sends it up to Cipriani. Just goes over his stick. Player plays it, so no icing. Vito's coming around out front. Oh! Gets his close in shot off, hits the goalie's stick and goes straight up. Goes behind the net, unfortunately. Shot by their number one guy, I think. Ends up hitting a skate and going up over Hamilton's shoulder. Looked for a second like it might drop in. I think the first penalty of the game has just been called. It's going to be against Select. Crucial kill here for the Select program with a 2-1 lead. Nice to keep the momentum if they can. Cipriani, I didn't see what the call was.
I don't think it was Vito. I think it might have been somebody else, but they called it wrong.
Gotcha. So Vito's got to sit.
That might be right. I don't know.
Gotcha. Looks like we have two Dylans out there right now on the penalty kill. And Tucker Murray and Nolan Rize. Tucker sends it up to just out of the reach of Weinreich. The Weinreich still moving his feet. Puck goes across the crease, way too high for the player to get a stick on it. Nice work there. Knocked that out of the zone by Garvey. Puck comes up to Rize. Rize goes across to Tucker. Tucker looks up, sends it up to Garvey. Should have just turned and rifled that down the ice. Weinreich after the puck. Player enters the zone. Tucker Murray plays. Nice play there. Excellent play by Weinreich to just chip that out of the zone to himself. He enters the zone, gets a shot off, but it hits the skate. He goes for a change. I think all four players just changed. We have Nolan And Gavin on defense now. Missed pass at center ice. Brenner is the other forward that's out. Kinghorn, Brenner, Sawyer, and Asher are the 4 defenders right now, filling off the penalty. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Jaguars. 4 minutes left in the second period. Wow, that period has flown by. Nice win back. Kinghorn has it. He goes softly up the boards to Weinreich. I'm sorry, that was to Asher. Asher sends it forward, picked up by Brenner. Brenner gets knocked down as he puts it in deep, but he goes to angle off the player on the far boards. Player's coming through. He's got some speed built up. He's poked nicely by Kinghorn. Great stick by Gavin Kinghorn. The kid's got great timing. I think he's just got natural defensive skills. His timing is really good. Positioning is really good. Pass across from Sawyer to Kinghorn. He's out of his reach. Penalty is over. Player's on the blue line. Gets a shot off towards Hamilton. He tracks it all the way in for an easy glove save. Good job on the penalty kill by Select. Keep the momentum on their side. 2-1 in favor of Select. 3:15 left in the second period. See if the boys can go and get themselves an insurance goal before this is over. Banker line. Kinghorn still on defense. Knocked down nicely by Sawyer. Oh, good reaction save by Hamilton. Nice work. He was in position and the puck was going from his left to his right, and the player just jumped on it and got a one-timer off, but Hamilton with a good reaction save. Didn't know where the puck was, but it was in his gear, so there was no rebound. Face off to Hamilton's right, Banker. Up the boards nicely to Brenner, just out of his reach. Bankert sends it forward to himself. He's chasing it down. Player retreats into his zone. Bankert's on him. Brenner's on him. Brenner comes away with the puck. He's looking up, hoping to get it out to Bankert, but the player steals it from him. He steals it back. Bankert has a really good ability to often show up in these scrums and just skate away with the puck. See if that happens again here. 2.5, he does. He's got it on his stick, sends it back to Brenner. Brenner reverses, he spins towards the net. He's looking to put it out in front. Goes out to the blue line, good choice. Tucker Murray sends it, tries to send it back down to Brenner, but it's well read by their big guy. Here comes Jaguars into the zone. Shot towards Hamilton. Hamilton is there, gets the shot saved, and is cleared nicely by his defenseman. Brenner has the puck at center ice. He goes diagonally across. 2 men converge on him. He returns the favor and comes back on the player. They enter the zone, just on sides. That one was a screen shot, and Hamilton once again gets with the glove for another whistle. About 2 minutes left in the second period, still 2-1. Now we're out there with the Mora line. Cipriani and Popek. Rize and Sawyer on defense. Puck goes back behind the net. No one goes after it. There's 2 players. Jaguar player sends it up to the blue line. Vito closes on him. Puck is forward. Oh, it just gets deflected off of a skate. And Vito might have had a half a breakaway on that, but it did not work out. Here comes player coming in. He dangles wide, looking for a shot from the bad angle, but he can't get it off due to persistent defense by Nolan. Puck comes right out in front. Cipriani dives, player with a shot. Hamilton with a save and a cover. Nice. Another good reaction save by Hamilton there. Coming out in the butterfly, flashed the leather of his glove, and he's knocked 2 tough shots down with his glove on that flurry there. Maura Burnett wins it back. Popek has it. He skates behind the net. He's looking up. He's got his winger over there. Nice pass. Deft pass to Maura. Maura's coming through. 4 players on him, but Cipriani's coming down. Cipriani tries to put it across from Maura. Nice shot by Vito. Just gets knocked down by the goalie at the last second. Pinch by Kinghorn is effective. Had me a little nervous there. Now the puck is sent forward by the Jaguars. Coming into the zone. Gets a shot off. Hamilton with another good pad save this time. little hectic right now in the select zone for the last couple minutes of this period. Kind of hoping that they could push in the other direction, but it's mostly been down in Bennett's end. But Hamilton is playing well, and his defense is doing a good job of clearing rebounds too. All right, face off to Hamilton's right. Puck is dropped. One back by Weinreich. Sends it over. Gavin has it. Kinghorn looks up. Goes diagonally. Nice, good break out there to Weinreich. Weinreich gets hauled down at center ice. No call there, apparently. Player misses his wingman going down the right wing. Gavin is there. Off the boards to himself. Goes diagonally across. 26 seconds. Sends it up. Brenner. Nope, I'm sorry. Asher's looking. Couldn't get it off clean. Oh. One more last shot opportunity by Kinghorn here. Nope, that gets smothered up by a Jaguar defender. 9 seconds. Jaguar is coming into the zone. Misses his wing again. Goes into the corner. 3 seconds. No shot opportunity for the Jaguars. All right, end of the second. 2-1 in favor of Select. They're playing well. Let's hope they can keep it up. One more period. See if they can put in one more goal. Get a little bit of space. 12-minute period, yeah.
Off all game.
Yeah. All right, third period coming up here, folks. All right, sorry about that. Nope. Anyway, beginning of the third period, sorry about that. Icing against the Select program, puck went all the way down. So face-off is going to be to Hamilton's left, Bankert line. So Bankert, Brenner, and Asher. Shot, gets deflected wide. Rize picks it up, goes off the board soft. His wing wasn't there. One-timer attempt from down low, hit the shin pad. That was a nice play by the Jaguars. There's the puck, good hands there. Riegler just popped that out of the air. Carries it into the zone. He's looking to get the shot off. Oh, just wide of the far post. Shot between the defender's legs. Brenner gets knocked down from behind. Puck comes out of the blue line. Banker with a superior speed catches that player from behind. Turns a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-2 into a Banker possession. Riegler with a nifty move at the blue line. Gets the puck over to Brenner. Brenner, oh, with the backhand there. Just skipped off the top of the crossbar. That was a lovely backhand by Brenner. The kid's backhand is better than my wrist shot. Of course, that's true of a lot of these kids, but it's not about me. Face-off will be down the Jaguar zone, backed out there with the Moore Burnett line. Defense is Sawyer and Nolan. Jaguars player keeps him moving forward. Sawyer, with her great skating, ends up just dispossessing him of the puck. Moves around behind the net. She's got speed now. Gets the puck up to Mora. Gets the puck up to Cipriani. Vito enters the zone on the left side. Mora is heading towards the net. Spinning pass. Oh, Moore had just overskated the top of the crease. Puck is coming out of the zone. Here comes Jaguars. Gets it out into the slot. Jaguar player with a shot opportunity. Hamilton is there. Another shot. This one goes wide. Good job. Vito gets the puck, comes out to the blue line. Knocked down nicely by Kinghorn. Kinghorn sends it behind the net, but the next player there is a Jaguars player. Jaguars player circling in the zone on his backhand. That probably came out. There's no whistle. Puck's still good. Kinghorn has the puck. They need to get the puck out now. This line is tired already. Up to Popek. Popek to Kinghorn. I'm sorry, that was Cipriani to Kinghorn to Popek. Popek has a knock off his stick. He circles, sends it across, trying to get it to Mora Burnett. Defender knocks the pass down. Nice work by David there. Mora sends it down. Popek has it. He's looking up for Vito's stick. Puck comes out front. Vito is there jamming away at it. And it does not go in, but good work by this line. They were tired, and they still came up with a scoring opportunity. Full line change coming up here.
So far.
Face off in the Jaguar zone. Bouncing around. Jaguar player gets it, makes a nice move in his own zone. He's looking up, looking to be one of their better players, but he gets stripped with the puck nicely. Here comes Garvey, Weinreich, Garvey, Weinreich, Weinreich. Oh, it's just out of Weinreich's reach. Couldn't quite get good wood on it there. Asher goes in to help. Weinreich puts it out in front. Player does a good job of deflecting it over Garvey's stick. Puck is at the far blue line. Well played there by Asher to go diagonally across for Garvey to get, but it just bounces out of his reach. Puck comes up to Tucker Murray. He sends it forward, goes down in an offsides against Select. Nine minutes left in the third period. Still 2-1 in favor of Select. Back out there with the Bankert line. Face off of just outside the Select zone. Bankert, Riegler, and Brenner. Puck is one. Goes down deep into the Select zone. Kinghorn is there. He chips it up nicely to Brenner. Brenner dishes it forward to Bankert, but didn't quite get to him. Player gets a one-timer off on the ice towards Hamilton. Defender, oh, puck's out in front. Hamilton with a good save. Brenner loses the puck to the player. Kinghorn has it. He turns, gets it forward up to Riegler. Riegler is heading down the left wing. Puck slows down in the snow, but he gets it across, tries to get it to Bankert. Brenner, oh! Brenner with a glorious opportunity there. Goes forehand to backhand. Goalie was down, and it just trickled off his stick before he could tuck it into the open side of the net. That was a tough one to miss out on there. Comes the player coming down. Nice hustle back by Gavin. Puck is sent forward. This is going to probably be a nice one as well. They need a change. Face-off will be in the Select zone. That was a thrilling moment there. Player just had a half step more speed than the Select player. Got a good shot off. Hamilton with a good reaction save again. Face-off will be down in the Select zone. Select players have to make sure they're getting their changes. They're starting to get a little bit tired. And they don't have to push. They have this. They have the lead. They don't need to be pushing too much. Puck goes across to Tucker. Tucker looks up, gets it out to David Mora. Mora sends it to himself down the right wing. Good speed, shot across goal. Nice idea on the pass across. No look pass to Vito, but it didn't quite get there. Hit a skate and went in the corner. Puck comes out. Tucker Murray at the blue line. He's looking for somebody to go in front of the goalie, but doesn't get there. Popek has the puck, sends it out in front for Vito. They score again. Nice. Almost a perfect replay of their last goal, except the players were reversed. This time, Popek goes down low, gets the puck behind the goal line, and puts it right on the Vito's stick, and Vito puts it through the 5-hole. Almost literally the same play as the one before, just with the players reversed. Real nice. All right, face-off comes back to center ice. Mora Burnett line stays out there. Murray and Tucker and Sawyer are out there together. Puck comes up to the blue line. Player does a good job. Hamilton with a shot from the blue line. He just stops it and freezes it for a whistle. Face-off will be in the select zone. 7.5 left in the game. 7.5 left in the third period. I'm not going to count any chickens here. All right, face-off is in the select zone to Hamilton's right. Weinrich wins it back clean to Rize. Goes far side over to Garvey. Garvey's got all the space. Got Weinrich heading up the middle of the ice. Garvey gets across the blue line, gets around his player. Weinrich's going to the net. Oh, Asher was curling across. Did a great job. Here comes Rize with a shot. Dangle, shot. Goalie makes a good save on that. Rize just got a little too close on that. Asher doing a good job covering for him at the blue line. He looks up and just sends it back into the zone. Bounces out. Puck is coming across the blue line. Garvey, good speed back there. Puck is on the far half balls, bouncing around, comes out on the defender, select defender's stick, just out of the reach of Asher, but he's in on the forecheck. Defender curls. Asher on the back check, forecheck. Puck comes out of the zone on defender's stick. On the Jaguar's stick. Bouncing around, but he gets it again. Just not coming out of the zone. Players going, looking for a backhand chance. Hamilton smothers that. Good work there by, I believe, Nolan. He gets it up forward. Now we got Bankert coming out. He gets hooked just when he catches that pass. Could not control it. He had speed. Here comes Riegler coming down the left wing. Riegler gets a shot towards the net. Rebound opportunity for Brenner, and he nets it. Excellent work there. What a great shot by Brenner to follow that up and just get it up there in the top corner. The goalie had no chance on that one. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better now. It's 4-1. About 6 minutes left in the third period here. Select has gotten the last 2 goals. All right, we're back out there with the banker line. Brenner went to take the face-off because a lot of times he plays center, so he's used to taking face-offs. Nice. Here comes Banker down the right wing. He's got Brenner going to the net. Right across to Brenner. Oh, just in between the backhand and the forehand. He controlled it, but he couldn't get the shot off on the far side of the net. That was a good two-on-one developing there. Brenner comes out front, tries to jam it underneath the goalie. Puck still bouncing around. Goes behind the net. Defender picks it up, sends it up the board. Sawyer pinches, takes the player out. Puck gets out. Far side. Kinghorn is the first one there. He sends it forward up to Brenner. Brenner gains the blue line, coming down the left wing. Nice reverse move. Get a shot off. Deflected up in the air by defender. Banker after it. Near corner over here. Here comes Jaguars player. Tips it to himself. This is a big guy. A big defender. He's coming in, gets a shot towards Hamilton. Hamilton is there with the blocker, goes into the corner. Puck comes out of the zone. It's going to be the length of the ice for an icing against Select. Face-off will come all the way back down to the Select zone. About 5 minutes left in the game. 4-1 in favor of Select. Face-off is won nicely by Maura Burnett. Puck comes up to Popek, back to David Mora. He's galloping through center ice, tries to put the pass forward up to Cipriani, but it's out of his reach. Vito goes down deep and gets it, gets around the defender. Vito with the puck. Defender gets it, kept in by Tucker. Tucker sends it forward to Vito. Vito's looking up. He goes back to the point. Murray and Popek battling hard on the half boards. And who's going to come away with it? Looks like there's a chance that Popek's going to come away with it. Nope. In the end, the Jaguar player skates away with it. After some hard work down low. Nice poke by Funky. Gus sends it down low. Popek after it. Player reverses behind his own net. Cipriani is after him. Kept in at the blue line by Funky. Gus sends it down low. The forwards need to change. They've got to do a better job of recognizing when they need to change, I think. It would have been a good time to change. They're all tired. These are the kind of things that lead into odd man rushes in the other direction. Vito has it. He looks up, goes diagonally over to Popek. And Popek, they all head back in again. Popek scores. with a beautiful wrist shot from just above the face-off dot. They gave him the space. He took it, skated in. Goalie had to go down the butterfly as he shot, and Popek crossbar down and in, 5-1. Faceoff comes back to center ice. 3 minutes left in the period. Weinreich wins it forward. Garvey goes after it. Garvey is fast, doesn't quite get there as the player dives and sends it into the corner. Jaguars player coming out of the zone. Asher, Garvey, here comes shot towards Hamilton. Nice reaction save with the blocker by Bennett on that one. Going up the far side, Weinreich. Little miscommunication amongst this group right here. Puck ends up on a Jaguars player's stick because of that miscommunication. Still bouncing around. Weinreich can't quite clear it. Puck is on Weinreich's stick now. He goes, tries to go backhand up, but it's knocked down. Had to look around, go wrap it up to Asher. Gavin goes in the other direction. Picked up by a Jaguar player. Gavin goes down, player goes down, Jaguar player has it behind the net, comes out front for a wraparound attempt. Hamilton makes the first save, and Nolan Rize clears the puck. Length of the ice for an icing. Totally happy with that. 2 minutes running time now in the third period. 5-1 in favor of Select. Looking good out there, boys. Banker to take the face off with Riegler and Brenner again. Defensive pair should be Sawyer and Murray. He sent it in deep. Sawyer had it, sent it ahead to Riegler. He gets a stick on it. They call it icing because he was just on this side of the blue line. Sorry, just on this side of the blue line, red line. In a second now, I'll get this right. Irregardless, the face-off will be in the Select zone. Running time about 1 minute left in the game, probably about a minute before the puck gets dropped. Banker to take the face-off. Sawyer has it. Goes backhand across over to Murray. Murray comes around, sends it up the boards, escapes that player. Brenner and Banker are heading in the zone with Riegler. Banker across to Brenner. Oh, goalie makes a good save on the rolling puck. Ref lost sight of it. For a whistle. Face-off will be in the Jaguar zone. That was a nice entry. Nice pass across. Brenner, once again, they keep hitting him somewhere between his forehand and his backhand, but he was able to control that. Nolan with a shot from the blue line. Gets a good save by the goalie there. Brenner comes up with it. He's skating out of the corner. Two players converge. Puck is bounced off his stick. Riegler is down low. Sends it across. Brenner's after it. Banker was supporting him. The puck comes out. Gus is skating back. Oh, both of the players overskated, fortunately for the Select program. Here comes shot. Hamilton there with the blocker. 5 seconds left. It's no more shots. There we go. Puck goes over the top of the net. That will be the game. All right, Mountain Select. Quality win there. Quality win. Excellent work. All right, good job with the new arrangement with the forwards and stuff. A little feeling out, but all the lines, I believe, scored. Even with the new combinations, they were able to figure it out. I got to give kudos to Hamilton. He had an excellent game in net. Faced some challenging shots, made some good reaction saves, battled hard. And like I said, his defenders were there to help him out when he needed it as far as clearing the puck goes. Really nice. Well played by the Select team. Thanks for tuning in. We are back here later this afternoon, 2:30.
3:45.
3:45, same rink, or same building anyway. This time against the Northern Colorado Youth Hockey Program that has always put a good team on the ice, so that should be fun. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we will see you then. Have a nice day. Enjoy the beautiful weather out there.